Edith.
I'm Claire.
And I'm Marjorie.
And we did our civic engagement project based on our cell phones. Our cell phones.
So, did you know that our cell phones carry common bacteria? Doing our research, a lot of people are not aware that our cell phones are magnetic to bacteria and can potentially transmit to our body or even to our community. Cell phones are becoming one of the most essential accessories of social and even on our professional life that seems like we can never live without them nowadays. And of course, everyone is so guilty about that. The constant use of cell phone by everyone that's using it makes it more susceptible for a bacteria transmission into our body that could result in an infection. Have you ever thought about how much bacteria your phone carries? Probably not. So you might be surprised to know that studies shows there are a couple of thousand types of bacteria that can be found on your cell phones. Your cell phone has 10 times bacteria than a toilet seat. And yes, you've heard that right. It's more dirtier than a toilet seat. With that being said, cell phones bacteria can lead to cross-contamination between people, such as family members, coworkers, as well as within the community. An example would be if you have your children use your phone and you didn't clean it, that there could be a potential transmission of bacteria. My group chose to focus on microbes on phone and conducted a survey between nurses and doctors as we all work in a medical field. We also created a survey asking if people aware about the potential bacteria on their phone and how often they sanitize their phones.
What have researchers discovered about cell phones? 90% had bacteria on their cell phone. 22 had no growth on their hands after applying antimicrobial gel after they had the same bacteria on the cell phone and hands. 92% of parents were aware that cell phones carried bacteria, but only 38% of their phones or cleaned their phones at least weekly. A 2011 University of London study showed that 80% of cell phones tested had more than 18 times as much harmful bacteria that was found on the handle of a public restroom, and 1 in 6 phones carried fecal bacteria.
So our research survey findings, as we have mentioned in the beginning of the presentation, we focus more on nurses and doctors as we all work in the medical field, and they are the ones that are seeing patients on a daily. So we had a total of 22 participants, and we split it between age groups, between 25 to 31, 32 and 38, 39 to 45, 46 to 52, and 53 and up. And the results shows that more participants between the ages of 32 and 38, and those are mostly the doctors. And for the pie chart, we split it between the nurses and doctors. And the question we asked them is, how often do you sanitize your phone while in the clinic? And this is all between all the age groups. So for nurses, about 66 to 67% of them clean their phones every now and then. And about 16 to 17% of them clean on daily or weekly. As for the doctors, 10% of them never clean their phones while in clinic, 40% clean every now and then, and about 50% of them clean on a daily. And this is just a summary of what I just mentioned.
So what were people's thoughts? As they gave me back their surveys, I got a few comments back, and the 3 main ones were, I wanted to lie on some of these questions. Ew, I didn't realize how dirty I am. And lastly, definitely going to wash my phone more. So this here is an illustration on how does my phone get dirty. As you can see, it shows a variety of different ways, such as hand shaking, touching money, touching foreign objects like grocery shop carts, sharing phones, using the restroom while having your phone, and cooking food. Remember that whatever our hands touch, our phones touch as well. We wash our hands, but do we wash our cell phones?
So what should we do? So according to the infection prevention in practice, because healthcare workers carry their phones around the hospital carrying potentially pathogenic bacteria, They concluded that there needs to be regulations developed regarding the use of cell phones. An example of this would be to have cell phones banned from being used on the floor. The only place cell phones should be used by healthcare workers would be in the break room. According to the Asian Journal of Medical Sciences, regular decontamination of cell phones should be done with alcohol rub, wet disinfectant wipes, or with 70% isopropyl alcohol so that it can be effective with cleaning cell phones. In conclusion, we believe that all clinical staff and doctors entering and exiting the clinic setting must sanitize both hands and mobile devices, as well as wash their hands before and after using their cell phones. So the next time you place your phone in a public place, don't forget to wash and sanitize your hands and phones because it's a walking pathogenic device.
And here are the list of references that we concluded for our presentation. And we are done.
Yay!